Hey, hi, hello listeners. Good afternoon. You're listening to Radio Vishnu 90.4, Shri Vishnu Educational Society. And Radio Vishnu 90.4 proudly attempting Guinness Book of World Record exclusively with 100 student RJs for the duration of 72 hours, 30 minutes, 30 seconds. I am student RJ Ruchika Jain and I feel very fortunate for being a part of this Guinness Book of World Record attempt. Our application number is 2205161257113 LRPB and our title is Longest Radio Play Broadcast Continuously. My allotted participant number is 5. So, listeners, nowadays people prefer to stay at home, browse internet, and continue their commercial activities online, like shopping, conducting business, booking trips, and so on. These can be said as e commerce. So, what is e commerce actually? What things are involved in e commerce? How does e commerce work? See, e commerce has become a small part of our life. Still, whenever the term e commerce comes, there arises a lots of questions in our mind. So, today, let's get to know more about e commerce. So, firstly, do you know who is the father of e commerce? Okay. Let me say, Michael Eldridge is the father of e commerce. He is an English inventor, innovator, and entrepreneur. Actually, in 1979, he invented online shopping to enable online transaction processing between consumers and businesses or between one business and another. If you think e-commerce has begun in 1979, then sorry, you're wrong. Actually, e-commerce began in the 1960s when businesses started using EDI to share business documents with other companies. And in 1979, the American National Standards Institutes developed ASC X12 as a universal standard for businesses to share documents through electronic networks. But after the number of individual users sharing electronic documents with each other, e commerce grew in the 1980s. Later, on the rise of eBay and the Amazon in the 1990s revolutionized the whole e commerce industry. Consumers can now buy many items online from e commerce only vendors, also called e-tailers, and also brick and mortar stores that has e-commerce capabilities. Now almost all the retail companies are integrating online business practices into their business models. So listeners, as you know, we are living in e-century. We know that the internet and information and communication technologies are central to our economic growth and productivity. Internet based technologies and networks can increase productivity, decrease costs, and open new market opportunities. Basically, the concept of e commerce is all about using the internet to do business faster and better. E commerce is nothing but paperless exchange of business information. We can use few ways to exchange business information electronically, such as electronic data exchange, electronic mail, electronic bulletin boards, electronic fund transfer, etc. Actually, e commerce refers to a wide range of online business activities for products and services. It also pertains to any form of business transaction in which the parties interact electronically rather than physically. I think you have got an idea about what is e commerce. So, what do you think? E commerce has any subcategories? Oh, yeah. E commerce has three subcategories: business to consumer, consumer to consumer. So, firstly, let's get to know about business to business. Business to business e-commerce is electronic exchange of products, services or information between businesses. See, if I am a manufacturer of cosmetic products, then I will need some different types of raw material, right? And as per my knowledge, first I will prefer to browse internet as it is quick to access and easy to get required information. So I will browse internet and get the details of my required raw material. Then I will check which is reasonable in cost and has good quality. And then finally I will purchase raw material. See, this is B2B e-commerce. Here I am a business concern and I am conducting business activities with other business concern. So B2B, business to business. You might have heard names of companies like Alibaba Group, Shopify. They are some B2B e-commerce companies. So listeners, do you know? A Forrester report published in 2018 predicted that by 2023, B2B e-commerce will reach $1.8 trillion and account for 17% of US B2B sales. As per my views, B2B e-commerce has a wider growth in future. So, next category is e-commerce in B2C. So, B2C means business to consumer e-commerce. It is a retail part of e-commerce on the internet. It is when businesses sell products, services, or information directly to the consumers. This term was popular during the dot-com boom of the late 1990s, when online retailers and sellers of goods were a novelty. As I have said earlier, if I am a manufacturer of cosmetic product, then my primary goal is to produce my product right. So, okay, let's say my product is lipstick. I have produced lipstick. Okay, well done. But it's not my ultimate job, right? My ultimate job is not to sell and is not only to sell and earn. So, I will definitely sell it. Here comes the twist. See, in my view, if I am selling my product lipstick directly to a consumer through my own website, then it is B2C e-commerce activity. Here I am a business concern and I am directly selling to the consumer. And if I sold my product to some other business concern for the purpose of selling it, then it is not a B2C e-commerce. In fact, it comes under B2B, business to business activity. Okay. So let me say B2C in other activity. Let's say if I am in a business of selling chocolates online, then I am using B2C e-commerce as here I am selling directly my chocolates to the ultimate consumer who is going to eat them. So today if we see there are innumerable virtual stores and malls on the internet selling all types of consumer goods. Our well-known and widely used Amazon is the most recognized example of these sites. It dominates the B2C market. B2C also includes subscription-based entertainment service sites like Netflix, Amazon Prime, etc. Generally, e-commerce means consumer to consumer dealing, right? So here, C2C is a type of e-commerce in which consumer trades products, services and information with each other online. These transactions are generally conducted through a third party that provides an online platform on which the transactions are carried out. Online auctions, classified advertisements are two types of C2C platforms. Suppose if I have an extra phone or oven which I don't use, then what will anyone do? Sell it or give it to someone, right? I personally would like to sell it as it is of no use to me, or I may give to someone who is in need of it. So, for selling it, what will I do is I will just click pictures of my product like phone or oven and give all the details of my product like its name, version, purchase date, its price, and so on, and post them on an online website platform like eBay, where the person who need it will view it, contact and contact me. If they are interested in my product, and okay with my product and demanded price which I have set for the product, they will buy it. So here a consumer to consumer transaction took place. So this is C2C e-commerce. In C2C e-commerce, big names in C2C includes eBay, Etsy, AliExpress and Amazon Marketplace. So till now we have known what is e-commerce, what are the subtypes of e-commerce. Don't you want to know how does e-commerce work? Okay, so e-commerce is generally powered by the internet. Generally what we do, we access an online store to browse through and place orders for the products or services via our own devices, right? Actually, whenever we place an order, there happens a lot of process in background. Firstly, as the order is placed, our web browser will communicate with a server hosting the e-commerce website. Then the data related to our order will be relayed to a central computer known as the order manager. It will then be forwarded to the databases that manage catalog levels, a merchant system that manages payment information using applications such as PayPal and a bank computer. Finally, it will circle back to the order manager. This is to make sure that store and customer funds are sufficient for the order to be processed. After the order is validated, the order manager will notify the store's web server. It will then display a message notifying the consumer that their order has successfully been processed. The order manager will then send order data to the warehouse, letting it know the product or services can be dispatched to the consumer. At this point, tangible or digital products may be shipped to a customer or access to a service may be granted. So this is about how an order is placed. Now there are some key points, we say functions, for a successful e-commerce business that we need to keep in mind. First one is search engine optimization. If you are willing to start your e-commerce business, then first of all you need to generate unique relevant event or content of your product. As we know, Google loves unique content. So you need to upload a unique content of your product that is related to what your website is all about. Ensure you're using good keywords you want to focus on. In your web page, every page should have a H1 highlighted tag around what is the focus of the page, such as product name, category name, or static content title. Use H2 tags as well for other important page sections. Keywords in an optimized page titles. So next is selecting our product perfectly. Now another most important thing you need to put in mind is you need to select a product which is unique and rare. See, if your product is common, then why will a person purchase from you? They may buy from anyone, right? As your product must be unique and rare, remember you need to sell what the customer wants from you, not what you want to sell. This is a common mistake everyone makes, especially when sellers are given a great price to sell a particular product. What's use if nobody wants to buy that product? It doesn't matter what price you set it for, right? Find out what customers want. What is your value proposition on products you sell? So capitalize on your niche. Next important thing is pictures. Pictures, pictures, pictures. It is very important to have high quality images of the products. See, if you are buying a product that makes you extract pictures of product, right, as you must upload good attractive products pictures with high image quality. See, if you're buying a product, then what will you first see? Pictures, right? If your pictures are not good of the product, then will you buy? No, na. Same ways. So, if you have a big seller, feature it on the category page, means main page, with a hero image of the product, means best image of the product. Promote latest releases in your newsletters and feature them in category. Market your products to customers who have purchased related items in the past. So, next important point is you need to put in your mind, that is customer service. If you are unable to make your customer happy with your customer service, then you have lost your game. So, make your customers happy. How? You may have got doubt, right? How? So, delivery orders on time. Ensure order is accurate. Reship promptly if a package was failed to be delivered, or if it is damaged, or its parts are missing. Don't try to save every penny on an order. You may need to take a loss to make customers happy in order to retain their loyalty to you and therefore be very valuable for many orders to come. So, these are the things you need to maintain while conducting your e commerce business. As per my opinion, e commerce has grown widely in recent years as it is providing so many facilities. Some of the reasons by which e commerce has wider scope are cash on delivery. COD builds a lot of trust of a consumer in India, as we know that frauds in e-commerce are common and are also increasing day by day. And here in e-commerce, customers can't physically see the seller, so customers are looking to step back when they are purchasing product. But by the COD facility, the e-commerce has gained a lot of trust in customers that at the moment of delivery, they can pay the amount of their order and receive their ordered product. One interesting fact is that at present, COD is the most preferred payment mode. It is so close to 55 to 60% of all online transactions in the fashion. COD is mostly used by the fashion and lifestyle segment in India. Executing COD efficiently and painlessly for the customer is critical to the success of any e-commerce player in the country. So next one is delivery experiences. E-commerce needs to focus on customer experience to build trust and confidence. As per my knowledge, customer experience includes every interaction of a customer from placing an order to interacting with other customer service team to the actual delivery experience. Providing a great delivery experience is one of the core aspects to making customers happy. Making customers happy does not only mean faster deliveries but also consistency and reliability. The more faith the customer has, the more he is likely to buy again. Besides, it builds a good brand image and word of mouth publicity, which is ultimately increasing our product sale. Listeners, do you know India has more than 130 million online users at present, out of which as many as 10% are engaging in online transactions. And in the next 2-3 years, the online user base is expected to grow 300 million, and a larger percentage of people are expected to transact online. This large base will provide vast scope for e-commerce businesses. So, as you know, the e-commerce industry is growing at a rapid pace and changing the dynamics of the retail industry. In the upcoming years, e-commerce is expected to contribute more than 8 to 10% of the total retail segment in India. This growth is bound to continue provided e-commerce companies focus on innovating, building strong technological infrastructure, and delivering the best customer experience. So e-commerce has shown e-commerce has shown so many things, right? It also includes travel segment. The online travel segment has seen 55% of cargo from 2007 to 2012. This is due to rise of disposable income and increase in demand for domestic travel and the boom of the tourism industry. Domestic travel contributed to as much as 50% of total market, followed by railway tickets, international air tickets, hotel bookings and bus tickets. E-tailing means buying consumer E-tailing means buying consumer items like electronic devices, home appliances and kitchen appliances, jewelry online. Competition is intense, but a low entry barrier of this segment. However, Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, Zebong and Myntra.com are some of the major players. This segment is expected to grow further as people become more pressed for time. Also, the choice that e-tailing sites offer to customers will drive demand for this segment. There is an intense price-based competition in this sector. So, next comes is financial services. The financial services segment includes applying for insurance, paying online bills and premiums and other online transactions for financial services. The costs of these insurance policies are lesser with premium being 40% to 60% cheaper. This is a win-on-win situation, right? For both the insurance provider and the customers. Also, the convenience provided by online portals has led to more customers choosing the online route for bill payment. Have you heard? Online advertising is lot cheaper than conventional methods, and unlike the traditional advertising, it is not constrained to a geographical location. The growth is mainly fueled by services like online job, online matrimony, etc. B2C classifieds and B2B classifieds. You might have heard of websites like Naukri.com, TimesJob.com, Monster.com, etc. They are the major players in the job market, while Jeevansati.com, Shadi.com are the major matrimonial sites. E-commerce also provides other online services which includes sites offering online services like buying entertainment tickets, food and grocery. This was something interesting to know, right? So guys, as we all know, e-commerce have number of benefits. Benefits of e-commerce includes its around the clock availability, the speed of access, wide availability, easy accessibility and international reach. So let's appreciate each one of that. So first one is availability. Aside from outages and scheduled maintenance, e-commerce sites are available 24 by 7, enabling visitors to browse and shop at any time. You can do e-commerce activity at any time. It may be early morning 6 a.m. or afternoon 4 p.m. or midnight 2 a.m. E-commerce has a benefit of availability anytime. Nextly, in a physical store, shoppers means we can be slowly we can be treated slowly or put in wait by crowds. But e-commerce sites run quickly, which is determined by bandwidth considerations, basically the internet speed on both the consumer device and the e-commerce site. Product and shopping carts pages load in just a few seconds or even less. An e-commerce transaction is simply of few clicks. So this was of speed access. We need not to put or waste time in the e-commerce or shopping our products online. As we know, Amazon's first slogan was Earth's biggest big bookstore. It could make this climb because it was an e commerce site and not a physical store that had to stock each and every book in its shelf. E commerce enables brands to make a wide range of products available, which are then shipped from a warehouse or various warehouses after a purchase is made. Customers will likely have more success findings what they want. Nextly, customers shopping a physical store may have difficulty locating a particular product, right? Means if you are going in a supermarket, you need to search for the product you want. But in a website, visitors can just browse the product and in real time use the site's search feature to find the product immediately. Next is internationally reachable. Brick and mortar stores sells to consumers who physically visit their stores. But with e-commerce, businesses can sell to anyone who can access the web. Like if I'm sitting at home, I can order a book or a dress from US. So it is only possible with e-commerce. E-commerce has the potential to extend a business customer base. And if you see in a physical store, it includes middleman and other expenses in the between of supply chain. So in e-commerce website, directly a buyer pr- purchases the books or product from the seller. So pure play e-commerce businesses avoids the cost of running physical stores. It also removes the burden of the seller, such as rent, inventory, and cashiers, all those expenses. They may occur shipping and warehouse expenses, however. E commerce sites can track a visitor's browse, search, and purchase history. They can use this data to present personalized product recommendations and obtain insights about target markets. Like if I'm browsing in an Amazon page, then it will frequently show those products which I have already searched in Google or any other websites. So customers who viewed this item also will view the other items, right? So nextly, e-commerce provides buyers with a wide range of choices than traditional commerce. Means like if I am visiting a shop, I may see a few types of products about my choice, right? But at online, I can get a wide range of products like other companies or with other features, etc. By becoming e commerce enabled, businesses now have access to the people all around the world. In fact, all e commerce businesses have become virtually multinational corporations. The cost of creating, processing, distributing, storing, and retrieving paper based information has decreased, which has also removed the burden of environmental. The pull type processing allows for products and services to be customized. Businesses can be contacted by or contact customers at any time. E commerce allows that opportunity. But physical stores we can't visit at night, right? Except the medical store. So it is 24 by 7 available. All year around from almost any location you can buy the product online. So it is the facility provided by e commerce. Customers not only have a whole range of products that they can choose from but also get customized product which they want. Means like if you would want a chocolate with orange flavor, you can just get customized. But it is not available in the physical store ready-madely. So you have a choice to be customized, to be personalized. Electronic payments can be easier to audit and monitor than payments made by checks, providing protection against frauds and theft losses. If you are carrying a check, then you have to be very careful. Maybe in the while you are going, your someone may theft your check. But in electronic payments, no worries. You can just directly put your cash to other account with safely, securely. Electronic commerce can also make products and services available in remote countries. Means like if any product is not available in villages, okay, in physical store it might not be available, but through e-commerce they are available, as e-commerce can be accessed by anywhere anytime. So these are all the advantages of e-commerce. Now let's get to know what are the disadvantages. As we know, every side, everything has two sides. One is good side and one is bad side. So let's get to know disadvantages of e-commerce. Disadvantages of e-commerce not only includes limited customer service but also makes consumers not being able to see or touch a product, and it also makes time wasting. Like up- if you physically visit a store, then you can directly get the product at spot, right? But if you order a product, then it needs time to get shipped and to reach to get in your hands, right? So first, limited customer service. If customers have a question or issue in a physical store, they can directly see a clerk or cashier for help. In an e-commerce store, customer service can be limited, as the sites may provide support during a certain period of time, like working hours 9 to 6, and its online service options may be difficult to navigate or not answerable for specific questions, right? So next, viewing images on a web page can provide a good sense. If you're seeing a product to buy, then what you will see its images, right? So based on images you will buy the product. But if suppose you have seen a product, it is good sense in the website, but it's different from actual, then what will you do? You will hate now. It's a disadvantage of e-commerce. Viewing images on a web page can provide a good sense about a product, but it's different from experiencing the product directly, such as playing a guitar, assessing the picture quality of a television, or trying on a shirt or dress. It is not possible physically, right? So next, e-commerce consumers can end up buying products that differ from their expectations and may have to be returned. In some cases, the customer may pay to ship a return back to the consumer. We can't argue with them, we can't do anything to the seller. We can't say a word to the seller that it is different or do something, right? As we can't physically meet them. So next is wait time. In a store, customers pay for a product and go home with it. With e-commerce, customers might have to wait for the product to be shipped to them. Although shipping windows are decreasing as next day and even same day delivery becomes common, it's not instantaneous, right? So next is security. Skilled hackers can create authentic looking websites that claim to sell well known products. Instead, the site sends customers fake or imitations versions of those products, or simply steals credit card information. When customers store their credit card information with the retailer to make future purchases easier, then if the retailer's site is hacked, then actors may steal the credit card information, which is a big loss to us. A data breach can also lead to damaged retailer reputation. Next is return on investment is difficult to calculate. In e-commerce, it is very difficult to calculate return on investment. Many businesses face cultural and legal obstacles to conducting electronic commerce, and lack of sufficient system, security, reliability, standards, and communication protocols. a lack of trust because they are interacting with faceless computers. Oh, so as we have discussed above, e commerce has three categories, right? Which are also a type of e commerce. So now let's discuss some other types. So first one is consumer to business. We have talking about business to consumer, and consumer to consumer. What do you think consumer to business e-commerce is? It is a type of e-commerce where consumers make their products and services available online for companies to bid on and purchase. This is the opposite of the traditional commerce model. A popular example of C2B platform is a market that sells royalty free photographs, images, media, and design elements such as iStock. Another great example would be a job board. Next is business to administration. Business to administration refers to transactions conducted between companies and public administrations or like government bodies. Many branches of government are dependent on various types of e-services or products. These products and services often pertain to legal documents, registers, social security, fiscal data, and employment. Businesses can supply these electronically. B2S service has grown considerably in recent times as investments have been grown in e-government regulations. Next is consumer to administration. It refers to transactions conducted between consumers and government. The government rarely buys products or services from individuals, but individuals frequently use electronic means in the following areas such as social security, distributing information and making payments. Next is taxes. We need to fill tax returns, paying payments, challans, etc. So, next is health, making appointments, providing test results and information about health conditions availed by government is much in need in e-commerce. Consumer to administration. Next one is the main thing is online mobile e-commerce. It refers to online sales transactions using mobile devices such as smartphones, tablets. It includes mobile shopping, banking, and payments. Mobile letting customers complete transactions via choice or voice or text conversations. So, next is we have known about types of e commerce, history of e commerce, what is e commerce, how does e commerce work. So, next is what is its impact, right? So, firstly, let's take about recent years. In March 2020, when during the COVID time, right? E-commerce global has hit 14.3 billion visits as global retail websites traffic hit significantly and unpredictable growth of e-commerce during the lockdown of 2020. Later studies show that online sales increased by 25% and online grocery shopping increased by overall 100% during the lockdown. So, in US, meanwhile, as many as 29% of surveyed shoppers state that they will never go back to shopping in person again, as e-commerce is like addiction to them. So, 43% of consumers state that they expect to keep on shopping in the same way even after the lockdown. Retail sales of e-commerce shows that COVID-19 has a significant impact on e-commerce. and its sales are expected to reach 6.5 trillion by 2023. As per my concern, e-commerce markets are growing noticeable rates. The online market is expected to grow by 56% in 2015 to 20. In 2017, retail e-commerce sales worldwide amounted to 2.3 trillion US dollars and retail revenues are projected to grow 4.89 trillion US dollars in 2020-21. Traditional markets are only expected to grow 2% during the same time. But brick and mortar stores are struggling because online retailers' ability to offer lower price and higher efficiency. Many larger retailers are able to maintain a presence offline and online by linking physical and online offerings. There are only two ways for marketers to conduct business through e-commerce: fully online or online along with brick and mortar stores. Online marketers can offer lower prices, great product selection, and high efficiency rates. Many customers prefer online markets if the products can be delivered quickly at a relatively low price. However, online retailers cannot offer the physical experience that traditional retailers can. So, e-commerce has shown many impacts. Like it has shown impact on supply chain management, it has shown impact on employment, it has shown impact on customers, it has shown impact on environment, it has shown impact on traditional retail. E-commerce platforms and vendors are few members who provide us facilities. Some of the examples of e-commerce marketplace platforms include the following: Alibaba, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Walmart Marketplace, Wayfair. Vendors offering e-commerce platform services for clients hosting their own online store sites includes the following: BigCommerce, Magneto, Oracle NetSuite Commerce, Salesforce Commerce Cloud, Shopify, Squarespace, WooCommerce. Applications of e-commerce in banking are electronic billing, ID verification, mobile payments, digital only banking, B2B innovation, international commerce. So, in banking, e-commerce has played a vital role, as if we want to transfer the money, what we do at present, we are just contacting our banking agent and then we are transferring the amount, right? We are using mobile applications like Phone Pay, Google Pay, and some banks are providing mobile applications like BOB, Bank of Baroda, by which we can just sell our products on just transfer the money online to any person. We can also verify our ID. We can also verify our ID with those applications in e-commerce. So guys, we have known about e-commerce history, use, benefits, drawbacks, types, impacts, and many more. So I hope you all enjoyed my topic, e-commerce. Now let me introduce my next student, RJ Yedlapalli Uma Maheshwari, and her participant number is 6. So keep listening to Radio Vishnu 90.4 towards knowledgeable society.